30-minute congestion. You are on the fastest route. You should reach your destination by 1810.
Absolutely, Greg. Thank you very much. We're asking lots of questions. It's difficult today because you would automatically go for local council, you'd go for MP, but on a day like today, it is very, very difficult. We'll try and stay on that one, Greg. Thank you very much. Joy's in Streatham. Joy, good afternoon to you.
Oh, good afternoon.
Are we still okay, you and I?
Pardon?
Are we okay, you and I?
Oh my God, of course.
Good. Good. Your line is always bad when you come on here. Just see if you can, before it breaks down completely, give me your response to, I think, one of the most horrible stories I've done this year.
You know what, oh my God, listening to the explanation, because when I phoned in, my first response was, if you do not communicate with if neighbors do not communicate with each other, then it's no big deal if you're not saying within 2 weeks. But then I realized, wait a minute, it's a 4-year-old autistic child who can't communicate, who is at school. So even if the neighbors didn't knock on the door, because I have a neighbor who has a young child, and I know for sure, if I don't hear, I almost said his name, if I don't hear him, and I'm wondering what's going on. So we all, okay, we're all a loud bunch, but we all see each other and hear each other's voices. In the little boy's case, first of all, the school have neglected their responsibility, because they most certainly, they went to the house. If there was no response, it's a child. It's a child. If you cannot communicate with any other member of the family or next of kin to ensure and let you know one-on-one.
I think Mum's out. I think they've gone out. I think they've gone out. I don't know. Nobody would think that this is what was behind those doors, Joy.
They didn't go to school. The boy wasn't at school. The boy was not at school. Because remember, in my law, if you don't... Okay, I'm going to give you a personal story. I'm laughing about it now, but at the time, we weren't laughing. My youngest son, oh my God, he was in a school. He decided to Skyville School. Not because he was unhappy, just decided to Skyville School. Got dressed, as smartly as he always does, left home, so it's not something that he's at school. Guess what? Unfortunately for him, the police, we call them the bully van, and an education welfare officer decided to queue up outside the door. They were actually lucky that we were off on that day. So I'm thinking, what the hell's going on? The officer, oh my God, what the hell's happened to my son? What the hell has happened? And they said, wait a minute, is you know who here? And I'm thinking, what do you mean is he here? He's not been at school. What do you mean he's not been at school? Of course he's at school. He left home for school. And then I said to them, here's his number. You call him right now while I'm trying to call him. Unless his dad or his uncle calls him, whoever gets through to him. And he said, Mom, when that song ran, I knew, like you guys knew. So the point I'm making is his school, I love them to death. The way they responded, they tried to communicate with me to find out what's going on before taking the next step.
Just very quick, how old's your child?
Oh my God, he's a teenager now.
Well, yeah, but the point is, here is a 4-year-old who can't speak, can't communicate because he's autistic. It's difficult, and we have to stay with this story. 5:15, thanks Joe, by the way, here with the BBC Radio London Travel is Billy Reeves.
Thanks very much indeed, Ed. We've got a couple of problems on the M25 on the clockwise carriageway northwest side. 2 lanes are out because of a crash clockwise 18 to 19, so Chorleywood up to Watford, congestion back to junction 16, the M40, and then round the corner Potters Bar Clockwise, eastbound through the Hertfordshire stretch, 2 cars involved in a crash between 24 and 25. So between 16 and 25, Berkshire all the way into Hertfordshire on the clockwise is extraordinarily slow this evening. Southwark Street remains closed, and my understanding is that it won't open until next week. London Bridge and Borough High Street are open though. A12 eastbound slow at the Whips Cross Road. That's after a vehicle broke down on that stretch. Billy Reeves, BBC Radio London. The next update is at 5:30.
This is London.
We're not a place of panickers. We're not a town of overreactors. We're Londoners.
This is London.
You've never run a radio station before, but you're just thinking, Peckham, that's not the best place to live in London. I know far better places.
Let me tell you, if you take the lesbian from Camberwell and relocate her to West London, you're going to get dramas along the way.
Why Chiswick?
This
What you're seeing is Londoners from many different backgrounds seeking out their fellow people.
is
Are you like me noticing more people sleeping on the street?
I think you can't get away from seeing homeless.
London.
All of us in our many forms and our different ways, together in times like this.
BBC Radio London is London.
Midday tonight, because when those polls close, Duncan Bar will have all the reaction as it comes in. That takes you through to Simon Leniman, and then it's Petri leading us up to a very special breakfast with our very own Vanessa. She's on our radio from 7 till 10, and then we'll be back for